Hey, what's going on, guys? Harbiscus here, and I just wanted to talk about the 10th anniversary Pokemon Go event that happened last night in Times Square. It was probably the craziest event I've ever been to. Definitely going down as like a core memory. Um, let me set the stage. So, uh, Scopely slash Niantic, they sent out invites for uh, a small number of people, probably around 300, right? This is for content creators, community ambassadors, um, prominent figures. Junichi Masuda was there. Um, Mr. Masuda, I should say. Masuda-san. Anyways, just a small chunk of people to be in Times Square to recreate the 2016 slash 2015 initial uh, marketing ad for Pokemon Go. So this was the ad where at the end it's like Pokemon Go like being introduced in like the first like 2/3 of the video, and then the last third you see this person look up at a countdown, and it's like in Times Square where all the billboards are there, and it's like counting down, and you see all these other trainers running and helping, and it turns out it's Mewtwo, and you're rating this Mewtwo. And I guess that's like the first time rating was kind of like mentioned, or like, because at the time Pokemon Go really didn't have all these mechanics that it does now, right? 10 years later. And they're helping and they're fighting and they're taking it down. And when they take down the Mewtwo, all the Pokemon are fighting it, right? Everyone feels like very like they're putting in this work as a community to take down this crazy strong Pokemon. And like as after like all the efforts of taking it down, you have a chance to catch it, and you just see people catching the Mewtwo. It was a surreal, top tier marketing campaign ad, but it was never recreated, right? Like Chicago Go Fest happened, I think, in 2017 with Lugia. Mewtwo never had that kind of like that was never a canon event, if that makes sense. That was never a canon event, IRL. So Niantic slash Scopely Explore, I guess, is the new name. They invited a bunch of people down to Times Square on July 9th, which is like 3 days after the 10th anniversary for Pokemon Go, which is July 6th, 2016, which was their release here in the States. And they brought everyone together. There was like a whole event. We had Awesome Adam and a few other content creators that were like doing their live stream on the official Pokemon Go comms channel. And they were just celebrating 10 years of Pokemon Go, and people who were there, right, that were ticketed holders, they had access to specific raids that like went through 2016, 17, 18, all the way to 2026. And there were special spawns there. So I didn't have a ticket, right? I got off work, and obviously I saw on Twitter that something was like happening. And I'm able to like view like the central part of Times Square from where I work, and I saw the Pokemon Go stuff banners, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go down to see what it's like. Copium up like a ticket if that's possible. I'm sure every other New Yorker that is a trainer also thought the same thing. I went down there. I was enjoying. I was just keeping an eye on Twitter. And then I got closer. Before I got closer, I, befriended a stranger that was next to me. And I'm like, you're playing Pokemon Go? And they're like, yeah. And then I'm like, let's get closer. Let's try to see what we could muster up. We walk around. They're pretty much saying like, there's probably like some standby tickets. And there's a waiting area for like non-ticketed people. Because in my game, the Times Square gym actually disappeared, and you couldn't even remote raid like gyms in like Bryant Park, which are like the nearby surrounding areas. And this is like a major week for Pokemon Go because there's so many raids happening. So it's really interesting not being able to do that. So we thought like Copium, right? We're gonna get hopefully a chance to play. Unfortunately, we didn't. But before I get there, so we went to the steps. I'm with my new friend, and we get up to the steps. I'm like talking to people, like trying to get an idea, trying to gather information to see like where are we. And we get to the steps where there's like a step section where we are, and then like to the front and to the right of us is like a sectioned off area for ticket holders. People that also had the ticket but couldn't get into that main area stood next to us because, like, you know, obviously as long as you're in that radius, you should be fine. And then what happened was, I think it was around like 6:30 is when like the stream started, and 8:30 is when like the creme de la creme, like Mewtwo actually pulled up. But between that, we had a really cool artist who was playing some nice tunes. It was like a vibe, right? Like people are chatting, hanging out, enjoying. It was a wonderful time, right? Ticket holders were raiding, getting like nice Pokemon, and just being in that atmosphere in Times Square. It's like, in my mind, I'm thinking, is it actually going to be like an accurate representation of like what happened in that ad? Because me, just like many people, watched that ad so many times, and I'm like, is it really good? I'm not even playing at all, but like I'm refreshing the game. I'm like, there's a chance, right? There's a chance. Maybe they'll do this for like local people. I don't know. I think ticketing it, like controversially, like was a way where I guess spoofers couldn't get there. So I understand why they had to do that. But the cope was there. So by this time, there's like 6 of us just hanging out together, and we were essentially just waiting and just talking and chatting. We were getting to know each other, showing our Pokemon to each other, and just talking about the ad and like what's going to happen. And then the music stops, and they're like, "Thanks for joining." Let me find out what the artist's name was, just so I could do them justice. God, I took way too many pictures. Loud Luxury was the guy. Loud Luxury was the artist. He played his music. It was cool. And then it's like slowly 8:25, 8:30 is like approaching, and the lights shut off, and like it's literally verbatim, kind of like the ad, and it's all the screens in Times Square just change up. So they turn off all the screens everywhere in Times Square, minus 2 ads that were behind me, Coke and Samsung. Anyways, all the screens are blank, and my heart just like, all of our hearts collectively are just like, oh my God. And obviously I have a very cool, calm, collected reaction.
Oh my God, they actually did it. No shot.
And then they play the ad. They play the OG ad from like 2015, 2016.
Oh! They're doing it. Wow, dude. Oh my God. We couldn't afford those top ones.
Yeah, I was gonna say Coca-Cola paid to be in that.
And it plays the ad all the way till the end, where normally I think 2016 was like them dropping when it's releasing. It ends at 2016, and then it just starts climbing to 2026. And then Mewtwo's like X design, like the DNA kind of design, like appears all throughout the screens.
Rain battle became a reality.
Everybody knows who this
Right
is.
here, Times Square.
Yes! Yes!
The vision becomes real. Open up your Pokemon Go because Times Square
Well, look at time. Look at the ball.
Join me as we bring to life what we could have only dreamed of.
And like the music kind of like goes boom. And it's like, it's getting tense, right? People are like excited. I'm getting goosebumps right now just talking about it. People are excited. You see the countdown timer. Enter the lobby, it says. So people are entering the lobby. Us, we're kind of like, there's no way we're not seeing it. It's essentially it. People enter, and as people are entering the lobby, you'll see player like avatars with their like buddy Pokemon appearing all throughout the different screens in Times Square. After that, the countdown hits 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then everyone is fighting Mewtwo. Mewtwo just breaks out of the screen. No, he appears, and then he mega evolves. So it's like a twist, right? It's not just the original ad. He mega evolves to Mega Mewtwo Y, and it says defeat Mega Mewtwo Y. And you see Mega Mewtwo flying around and like kind of breaking the screens. And you see all these various Pokemon that are like in the raid essentially, and their health bars are going down, and like you can see them fighting. This is like a simulation. It's not obviously as accurate. Like this is a pre-made kind of animation, right? But like for the first time you're watching it and you're like, oh my God. And it's tense music and people are fighting and people are like audibly like in shock and like surprise.
Oh my God, look at all the Pokemon! That kind of took me away from it. Oh, he broke. Oh, bro, that's gonna be expensive to replace.
It was magical. I had never felt like this like surreal moment, dude. Like it was, we've seen it so many times, but then being there and it actually happening, you're like, there's no shot this would ever happen, right? But they did it. Like they got all the screens, they had people there, they were playing. It was so insane being there, and the hype, and people were fighting Mewtwo, and eventually people caught Mewtwo. everyone had Master Balls too. So everyone had a Master Ball in their hand, and they were just flying all throughout the screens. And after Mewtwo was caught, it said "Gotcha" everywhere. Gotcha, 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 gotcha. Wow! I was like so in awe.
I would so use my Master Ball on this.
Oh, here's your chance to catch it this time. It's a master ball, so a hit is a guaranteed catch. Let's catch these two together and go! Gotcha!
Gotcha!
When it went to the splash screen for catching Mewtwo, it was a perfect IV Mewtwo. 2387. And they caught it and it had the beautiful Times Square gotcha background. Oh my God, that was so cool. And I'm saying this as someone who like just didn't get it. But like just being there and seeing that energy was beautiful. Like I've been playing this game for 10 years. And I'm very lucky. Like I got my account hacked for like 7 or 8 months. And I got it back by a miracle. Thank God. I never thought I was going to be able to play the game again. But like this game is 1/3 of my life. And just seeing that was so cool. And because it was a Unity raid, everyone was lifting their phones up, kind of like from the in-person Go Fest. So like everyone was in sync. Everyone was there. And after you caught them, you can see all of the Pokemon that helped like participate in taking down Mewtwo. It was so cool. Ticket holders got two Mewtwo's. Some people got shiny. So some people got a Shundo Mega Mewtwo or Shundo Mewtwo with the Times Square background. Hands down one of the rarest Pokemon in this game, right? I think there was 300 ticket holders. If like a 1/10 of them had like a shiny, and it's a hundo. Oh my God, so cool. So I think they did 2 raids, and then after those raids were done, they played the animation again, so the people that were playing could actually record what was happening instead of trying to like record and play at the same time. They were trying to tell them to just play, and they recorded some stuff for like ads and stuff afterwards. But we were still like, oh, are we gonna get like something? And then eventually at the end, and eventually some of our friends had to leave. One of our friends, also, all these guys were trainers. We became friends super quick. He had to leave for like a friend's dinner, and I'm like, oh, I'll just let you know if anything happens. But he left a while ago. We watched all of it happen, and we were about to leave. And we were all just checking because like service is also kind of spotty. It's hard because we had like the soccer fans there. We had just the normal tourists there. Everyone, this was the summer to be in New York. We got the Knicks winning. We got all the soccer matches going on. We got Pokemon Go, Mewtwo in Times Square. This is the summer. Anywho, we refreshed our game and we started seeing like Unity raids pop up. Not Unity raids, I'm sorry. Super Mega raids with like the rainbowish Mega icon. And some of us started remoting. We're like, wait, how many are there? And then we were like, okay, we need to get out of here. Let's go to Bryant Park. That's like a super fun place to play Pokemon Go. We went there. because we did a few raids, we did a few remote, so we were like, why are we remoting? Let's just go to the park and play. But we weren't sure how long this was going to last. They never made an announcement. So it was me and two other friends, and we sprinted, dude. We were sprinting off, I think, 46th Street, and then down a few blocks. We were like, we need to get as many as we can get, because this is kind of like early Mewtwo's. There's the Mega Mewtwo. The raids weren't until like Global Go Fest is until like 11th or the 12th. It's the 10th right now, as I'm recording this, the night of the 10th. And this happened last night on the 9th. So at least we'd get a nice Mewtwo timestamped that it was on the 9th. But we ran there. It was a little muggy. Thankfully, it didn't rain during that time. But we were like figuring it out. And I'm like, is this just in Manhattan? And then I like went to that new feature where you can like go to nearby, and then it'll have the campfire map icon. And if you zoom out, it was all throughout New York City's boroughs, as if it was like a New York City Go Fest, like we had in 2023 and 2024. And I guess 2025, if you count that, because it technically was part of the city experience. So I guess New York had a chance to battle Mega Mewtwo and the Super Mega Raids early, which was a great, option for us that I guess we're local. And I think people could like remote into them too, which is nice. If you were awake and were like watching the stream. But I think in total we did like 21 raids. I got one. The closest I got was like a 98%. It was a 14, 15, 15. It would have been nice if I caught it with a Master Ball. Unfortunately, I did not. So this is it. This is the one I got. This is the one I got. Not bad, not bad. But it was a cool memory. I'm definitely bringing this one back. I'm bringing it up to level 50. But wow. I'm so thankful that I worked close enough that I could just go over there and just hang out and just believed. I'm like, like the copium. I was hoping something would happen. Even if the Mewtwo's weren't released, seeing that with my eyeballs, hopefully I'm showing footage all throughout here. It was such a great experience. If they could, I don't know if they could, I don't want to say never. If they do something like this again with whatever, like this one had a lot of like lore behind it, right? Like this was like an ad and it never happened. And then it happened. So cool. Like I'm kind of like, I'm emotional thinking about it. But yeah, I just wanted to say happy 10 years of Pokemon Go. Here's to 10 more. I understand, like the people that were watching, just the global community. There wasn't like a thing for like everyone. I understand why they had to restrict it, because Times Square, they can't reserve all of Times Square for something like this. So it had to be a finite thing. I just hope in the future, something that the global community could get involved with would be awesome and amazing. Kudos to the team that was able to coordinate and just make that magical moment come to life. You guys did a fantastic job. Shout out to the players. This game wouldn't be what it is without you guys. I met so many people in the last decade, and I truly feel so special just interacting with you, talking to you guys, playing with you guys, and knowing that just makes me so happy. So I hope you guys have a great Pokemon Go Fest. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe, come back for more. But I've been Harbiscus. I'm Harbiscus. I'm both Harbs and Harbiscus. I'll talk to you guys later. Take care. Peace out.